We begin with our complete coverage of the Soto Hotel fire's aftermath. Tomorrow marks a week since the building burned down. Even though it's been days, what happened that night is still impacting the business right next door to it. We're talking about the Reagan, a bar and restaurant. Just take a look at how close the DeSoto Hotel and the business are to each other. An alley separates them by a few feet. The proximity makes it hard to believe the flames did not spread to the Reagan. It goes to show the tremendous work the El Paso Fire Department did last Friday night during the massive fire. And we want to show you drone video from earlier this week, which shows the destruction at the hotel. At first sight, it may seem the Reagan was completely spared. Yes, it could have been worse. But the business did sustain some damage, and it still faces a risk right now. It's why it remains closed tonight. ABC 7's Dylan McKinn went inside the Reagan earlier today. He spoke with the owner. Dylan joins us live from downtown El Paso. Dylan.
The damage inside the Reagan is minimal compared to what it could have been. The bar was just feet away from a fiery inferno last week. The Reagan could open to the public, but the owners must get the thumbs up from the city first. Instead of the sounds of the bar, music and happy patrons you usually would hear at the Reagan, now you hear silence and the sounds of creaking floors. That's some of the damage the Reagan sustained from the DeSoto Hotel fire. The bar is just feet away from the now burned building. Some of the water firefighters used came through the roof, warping the floors and dripping on DJ equipment.
Probably the first 15 minutes was just a lot of black smoke.
Hector Sines is the general manager of the Reagan. He watched the fire rage at the DeSoto from the street.
You start not being sure exactly the way this is all going to turn out, you know?
Take a look at the bird's eye view of the two buildings. You can see parts of the hotel, including bricks, had fallen on top of the Reagan's roof. Some of the bricks damaged both the AC units there. Other than that, there's little more damage, but the seats still remain on top of the tables. Even though the businesses next to the Reagan have reopened, the bar is forced to stay closed. The reason the Reagan has had to stay closed is because of its proximity to the DeSoto Hotel. The city wants to make sure this wall is stable enough because there are gas lines and electrical lines that run through this alley between the two buildings. Any kind of fall could spell disaster. The bar is also getting some financial damage. Let's do some quick math. According to the website alcoholsales.com, the Reagan made almost $128,000 in December from alcohol sales alone. Divide that by the number of days in the month, and the Reagan was bringing in over $4,100 a day. They've been forced to stay closed for 6 days now, which could equate to almost $25,000 of lost revenue. But Sines is not too worried.
Physical things, material things, those can all be replaced. We just want to make sure that everybody's safe.
The staff has used the off time to come up with new ideas to better their business, so when they do reopen, you will see a new Reagan.
We're the type of people that are, you know, the life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Maybe put some vodka in the lemonade.
And as of tonight, the bar's owners are still waiting for an update from the city on the hotel's structure. If it is deemed unsafe, the bar will have to remain closed for the time being. Reporting live in downtown, Dylan McKinn, ABC 7.
All right, Dylan, thank you.
You know, considering no one was hurt, it's all right to have a sense of humor, so
It's
I think
true.
we can all appreciate the line of maybe put a little vodka in the lemonade.